Evening people, evening, welcome back to the channel. So you've just seen the We Are Driven intro again. We are live for Clash of the Teams round 4. But before you do that, get yourselves over to Archie's Journey on Facebook. Go click that like button. Get yourselves on We Are Driven as well on Facebook. Click that like button on there, and the Bradley Lowry Foundation as well. The We Are Driven team are still pushing that. Get yourselves over to justgiving.com/campaign/Archie's Journey as well. If you can, drop a little donation on there, please. Thank you. Just let me know whether you can hear me or not. I can't hear anything in my ear holes. I've got no background noise, so I've not heard any of those videos or anything. I don't know whether they're working. I'm not sure. But yes, we're live for Clash of the Teams tonight. Round 4, live from Sarthe. Great big long circuit, this one. Let's have a quick look at scores then. So we are looking at Lobby B tonight, or Group B, hosted by Felix. So out front with 1,085 points is GTHR Blue Team. Second place is Total Race Motorsport, or TRM, with 924. We Are Driven Blue is 918 points for third. World Racing League, or WRL, is 617 points for fourth. HKRT, or the Hilaric Knight, 604 points for fifth, and sitting in the relegation zones at the minute, or the elimination zone, apologies, should I say. We've got the CRT team, or Charlatan Race team. We've got Flat Out E-Racing as well, the purple team, on 159 points and 400 points respectively. There's 3 lobbies running tonight, as you can see. We've got Group A, that's being hosted by IGTSH Ricci, also being streamed by IGTSH as well on YouTube. Myself on Group B, and then on Group C, that's being hosted by D-Dot over on Facebook. Evening Ghost Rider, can you hear me? Can you hear me? That's all I'm interested in at the minute, because I couldn't hear any of those intro videos, so I'm a little bit concerned that sounds are not coming through. So this is the format for tonight. 2 races. We've got a 15-minute qualifying. Tyre wear is off. Fuel depletion is off. They can only use the hard tyre. And then we jump into the first race of the evening. Sprint race, 15 minutes. Fuel depletion on ×2. And tyre wear at ×1 on the hard. So there's not a lot to worry about, apart from a lack of grip due to those hard tyres. And it's fastest first from that qualifying session. And then we have a little bit of a break and jump into race 2, which is a bit more of an endurance. So team qualifying based on race 1 qualifying results. So we jump back to race 1 qualifying, and then we look at total positions, or as they sit in their teams, respective points wise, and then they get put into grid positions from qualifying from race 2. From race 1 into race 2. Get that right. And that is a 30-minute race. Fuel is on ×1, but tyre wear is at ×5. They have to use the medium and the hards as well. And again, gridded on the team results from qualifying. So if you fancy a bit of my merch, I've got some stickers available. Give me a shout for some of those. I've also got some t-shirts out here as well. T-shirts are £22 plus 1 free sticker and free postage, and stickers are £3 a pair. Give us a shout. Right, let's get ourselves in this stream. I hope I can hear this. I pray to God I can hear this. No, I can't. Fantastic. That's just what we want. Right, hold on. Let me see if I can jiggle a setting or two. I want that. Yeah, I want that. Right, how's that? Any good? You can hear me, right? Can you hear the background noise now with the cars in? Because I can't hear a damn thing. I don't know what's going on. My headset's decided to jack it in. Oh, I might have to put me flipping speakers on. What's going on? I'll blow my mic out. I don't know. I don't know what to do, people. I might just have to wing it. Alright, I'm scrabbling around for another USB port, but it's not happening. It's not happening. Oh, I can't hear it. Alright, it is what it is. Damn you. Damn you, streaming gods. Right, so qualifying is underway. This is going to freak me out. A silent race. We are in the GT40s tonight, in these great big heavy American cars. Blitzburger Fest now on track then. Let's get this normal nonsense up for you lot. Yeah, not sure what's going on. Not sure what's going on with the sound there. Bizarre. Damo, evening, how you doing? Blow, Ghost Rider. Yes, you can hear me. That's good. You can hear the cars as long as you can hear the cars and the ragging and cars smashing into walls. It's better for you because obviously I can't hear Jack. So long old circuit this one. Let me do that. Okay. So they are just on their outlaps. It is only a 15-minute qualifier. Was it 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes around here? Something daft. Might be longer than that. Yeah, it's a long old circuit. Information. 2.6 miles long. There you go. Oh no, I'm lying. 8.4 miles long. There you go. Looking at the wrong information sheet. 8.4 mile circuit then. Yeah, I think it's going to be about 3 minutes. Where are we at now? Nearly there. So some new drivers in these lobbies then. They are allowed to chop and change drivers to teams. So WRL B Rob. I don't know whether I'm calling you that or not. It might just be Rob in the end of the night. Damon Skill back in the house. Here they go then. Okay, 3:59's on the outlap. 3:57. Yeah, so not far off. Probably 3.5 minutes maybe on a full fast lap. Again, hard tyres only for race 1 and qualifying. I'm alright, cheers Damo. So they're not going to get long around this circuit well, they get a long time, but they won't get many laps in due to the length of it. Good liveries on these 4 GTs as well. Big heavy cars though. Plenty of power, plenty of torque. Down onto this Mulsanne straight then. Let's get ourselves for a little bit of an onboard. They've got the chicanes in place as well tonight. We've got 2 chicanes down this great big long straight, so they will hit absolute max speed down here before they hit both of them. What are they getting? 178, 179, just hitting 181, 182, 183, come on, 184. Oh, I just saw 185 flick up hard on the brakes into chicane 1 then. You've got to keep your car inside that white line at the edge of the circuit. This is a horrible circuit for penalties. You'll see again on this next chicane, it's the opposite way this time coming up. I'll stay on board with Zabanero, also returning driver. Hard on the brakes again then. So that white line there, cross that with all 4 wheels, it's a great big pile of penalty. There you go. HKRT Cullinan might pick one up for that. I don't know if they've got penalties set on this. I should hope they have. Gets away with it. Maybe he just won't count his qualifying lap. Right, so Damon Skills now out front. Yes, penalties are on because Damon Skills has got one. 0.4 of a second, so must have been a little bit of a naughty boy in crossing that white line. So into the tighter half of the circuit. Where's he just gone S's Indianapolis. Heading towards the Porsche curves. They call them the Porsche Corves. The dotted white line, I think you can cross the dotted. Yeah, you can cross the dotted. It's the solid white line that gives you the great big penalty. So into these Porsche curves then. Carry a lot of speed through these. He'll run it all the way out wide to that blue wall. Catches a little bit of wall on the way through there. Does Damon Skill. A little bit of a lift through here just to try and settle the car. Again, just trying to lift through this one as well. Try not to run wide through there. A couple of little chicanes coming up. Pit entrance as well on the right. Hard on the brakes into the first of these tight chicanes then. Blam, bam. They've got great big curves on the inside and the outside as well. You've got to be careful you don't do things like that. So Damon Skill puts himself on pole provisionally, 3:51. Ritzberger second, 3:52. Pot has gone fastest, a 3:51.3. Driving for We Are Driven team. He's got it wrong through that first chicane though. The TRM boys have come through though and taken first and second. 3:50.463 for. How am I saying that name? TRM, that's what you're going to be. No, I'm not even saying it. Ollie in the house. Volcano Juice Drinker. He's got himself a second position at 3:50.6. So that pushes Potter's pole position down to third. Damon Skills fourth then. Drogsy in fifth. Zabanero sixth. Oh, getting one of those chicanes all wrong. Blitzberger 7th, 3:52.1 for Blitz. We've got Gotham Child, yeah, 3:52.4 for Gotham. Linen, he's got himself a 3:55. Damn it, I'm so jealous of you lot, because I'm sure these sound awesome when they come tearing past the camera that quick. Damn you, damn you, damn you. So Miggins 10th, 4:05.4. They have only got 5 minutes for qualifying left. They have only put 2 whole laps in so far. G Marge in 11th, 4:05.5. Now 12th. What's happening there? Noodle Star is in 13th for Flat Out E-Racing, 4:14.9. WRL Bob. 3:54 on the clock. That's an outlap though. Cuts a bit too much of that chicane. Gotta be careful. Got purple sector though. These two boys are on fire at the minute. Using the slipstream of each other down these long straights as well. That's the way to do it. No, this is not a Punch and Judy show, alright? There will be no crocodiles. Well, I won't be bringing crocodiles. In the house then, 1.2 second in the purple. And I'm sure TRM the is probably the same if he's took right in the rear wing, which he is. That's not the driver I want. That's not the driver I want. That's the driver I want. So into these Porsche curves again then, sticking together these two teammates. Total Race Motorsport. Doing well. Damon Skills goes quicker though. He's now put himself on pole, but only by 0.418 of a second. Ollie in the house, I did see he had, what was he, 1.4 up? Has he managed to keep the speed? That's the question. Both drivers through those last chicanes cleanly. Oh, a little bit twitchy on the way out for TRM The. Ollie in the house does go quicker though, pushing Damon Skills down again, and TRM The goes quicker. I'm gonna have to figure out your name, the what? I can't see it from this angle. The Unsa. The Unsa. Tell me how to pronounce it, people. So 2 minutes 20 left on the clock. They will get to finish this lap then. Right, that's enough for you two. Damon Skills then putting that quick time in, but getting pipped again by the TRM drivers. 350.0 for him. Third position on the grid. Oh no, sorry, fourth. WRL Bob goes quicker. 3.49495 for him, so Damon Skills gets pushed down to fourth then. Kalinin up to fifth, 350.7. Gotham sixth, 351.1. Potter McPot tucked into that rear wing of him, all the way up this long straight. Swings out as they head down towards the first of the chicanes. Potter got the inside line. He will be looking for a toe off whoever that was that's just slipped through the camera. CRT Miggins. Pot then out in front of Gotham Child. It was CRT Miggins out in front. He's way off though. Potter won't be gaining an advantage down here from that. Two up for Potter. So he's got a few drivers he's catching up on, which will benefit him down these straights. But he just hopes he doesn't want to get caught up behind them. Coming into the tight sections. Teammate CRT Miggins and G Marge coming through then. Potter following him in 8th. See if we get any positions change. 10 seconds left pretty much on the race clock. So as they come across the line, that will be it. We've already got drivers parked up by the look of it, deciding they're not going to put another lap in. A GT, evening brother, how are you doing? So what are these boys doing? Are they going quicker again? 348.8 for TRM Ollie in the house, so 348.9 for the Unsa. WRL Bob going quick, but got a penalty to lose. 349.4 on the clock for him. Half a second he's got to try and drop somewhere without losing too much time. It can be done. I've seen people lose penalties and close gaps up on drivers in front. A little bit drifty out of that turn. After the 10th of his penalty, Damon Skills in the pits then decided not to put another lap in. Kalinin comes across the line, stays in 5th. That's his qualifying done. Gotham still 6th, 351.1. Still out on track. Last couple of corners, let's see what he's got. Can he better that time? No, it's a 4:04. So pretty much we've got 1 or 2 drivers still left across the line. So the Unsa on pole then, 348.175 for him. Ollie in the house second, 348.3. Bob in third, 349.4. Oh, he's gone quicker, 348.8, but still third. Damon in fourth then. What did he have? Oh no, on the board. Drogsy fifth, he's got himself a 350.2. That's pushed Cullinan down then. He's on that 350.7. Potomac Pot seventh, 351.0. Gotham Child in eighth. He's on a 351.1. We've got Britsburger on a 351.1 as well, sitting in ninth. We've got Zabanero sitting in the pits again. Can't see his time. G Marge 11th, 351.9. Miggins in 12th with a 356.5. Flat Out E-Racing, can't see his time. And Noodlester is on a 412.7 at the minute, but still out on track. Right, slower already, it's a 430 he's got on the board. The Punterino, where's the Punterino happening? First few corners, I think. Lap one. Gutted, I can't hear anything. Gutted. I think the only way to fix it is to shut Streamlabs down and start again. No, that's not a plug for Streamlabs, damn it. Giving me no sound. Still nothing. No. Damn you. Damn you. So we just wait for this timer to tick down and on the right hand side. 25 seconds remaining. Then we jump into race one of 15 minutes. Hard tyres only. Tyre wear at times 2, is it? No, tyre wear at times 1, fuel depletion at times 2. Have I got that right? One of those combinations. Got speed, CRT from Damo. Here we go then, race one of the evening. Let's see how they get these big heavy Fords, big wide heavy Fords through these first few turns. There's plenty of space on track, but it is a bit twisty turny. See how they get on. Alright, I can't see the lights. Thanks, PlayStation. We're just going to have to wait for them to drop then. Do they all get away? They're off now. So a good start from everybody. Nobody stuck on the grid. That's good. So the insert leads us down towards turn one then. A little bit of glitching. Everyone bunching up. Do they get through there cleanly? WRL Bob sweeps past Ollie in the house, a little bit drifty on the way out, holds on to it though. Ollie in the house trying to come back up the inside, he's got the line, can he carry the speed? Oh, wrong driver. WRL Bob coming back at him though, already kicking off turn 2. And all this is allowing the insert to just disappear a little bit. WRL Bob does get himself in front then. Ollie in the house third. Drogsy fourth. Cullinan 5th, Potomac Pot 6th, Gotham Child 7th, Damon Skills in 8th, G Marge 9th, CRT Miggins in 10th, Zabanero 11th, Flat Out E-Racing in 12th, Noodles the 13th, and Britsburger. Oh, what's happened to Britsburger? No damage on the car. Looks like he's fired himself off track maybe. Half a second penalty already. Out front then, top 4 pulled a little bit of a gap. That's the gap to second back to Cullinan from Drogsy. Unser leads us down this long straight then towards the second chicane, all jostling for position as they head down here. WRL Bob going up the inside of the Unser, takes the position off him, takes a little bit too much of that curb. Let's see whether he gets away without a penalty, but fired himself into the front there for WRL Bob. And the Unser and Ollie in the house now got a bit of work to do to close up on him. Bump drafting down here then to close that gap up. Right back on the rear end of WRL Bob. Holds onto it though. Again, big long straight here for them to have another attack. Oh, we've got drivers off in the background. Who's that? It's not you, it's not you, it's not you. It's you, Zabanero, driven yourself off into the sand we just saw in the background. Gets himself back on track, but now 13th position. Under no threat from Zabanero, from Blitzberger, still 7.7 seconds down. So got it all wrong right at the start, did Blitzberger. Now Zabanero, oh, Noodlester fires himself into the wall at full speed. No slowing down on that sand, getting in that corner completely wrong then, Noodlester. Blitzberger comes through to take that position off him. Noodlester still shaking the birds off his head, I'm sure. Stars and all sorts of things going on. Top three then still battling it out. WRL Bob holding his own from the two teammates, trying to take it off him. Through these Porsche curves then, neck and neck these three. Pulled a bit of a gap from Drogsy. He's dropped back a little bit and now under threat from Damon Skills, Gotham Child, Cullinan, Potter, G Marge, Sarthe, Miggins hanging on to the back of this pack as well. Oh, Damon Skills got it a little bit wrong, losing positions. He's picked up a penalty. Gotham Child and Cullinan come past. Potter and Pot now looking for the move. He's got the inside into the chicane, but they're running side by side. Damon Skills holding on to it. Potter and Pot unable to make that move stick then through those little chicanes at the end. To turn one again then. Inside but running slowly. Potter and Damon Skill come through. Potter now inside again. Still not worked. Skill goes out, losing his penalty through there. Big train of drivers come firing through the camera. Potter and Pot looking for a way past. Wants to try and get out in front before these drivers behind start trying to pile through. WRL Bob still out front from the two teammates behind, and he's also got a second gap as well, so just out of slipstream range I think from these two. Ollie in the house has got 1.4 second penalty he's got to try and drop as well, and he will be in the slipstream of his teammates, so might be able to just drop a few tenths down this back straight. WRL Bob pulling more time, 1.5 seconds. The Unser 1.6 over Ollie in the house. He has dropped a couple of tenths of that penalty. Got to be careful he doesn't lose the slipstream of his teammate in front. Drogsy then 3.1 seconds down. Managed to just stay in front of Gotham Child by a second. Pot, Damon Skills, Cullinan, G Marge, 4 drivers all battling for position coming into these chicanes. Sarthe Miggins still just hanging on to the back of that, 1.2 seconds down. Got a little bit of a penalty he's got to lose as well, as has G Marge. There's a few drivers with penalties to be honest. WRL Bob pulls more time, 1.9 seconds. Starting to stretch out the two teammates as well. The Unser has dropped Ollie in the house, 1.2 seconds down. Still got 0.8 seconds penalty to lose as well. Hi from WRL B Rob. Tell him to stop chatting, right, and concentrate on his race. Unless he's that good, he thinks he can. If he thinks he can, he's going to put it in the wall. That's what I'm saying to you, Monaco. Be careful. I know from experience. So Drogsy 2 seconds down, closed up on Ollie in the house. Gotham Child also closed back up on Drogsy. Two teammates should start working together. Damon Skills, Potter, Kalinin still together. G Marge now been dropped off that pack a little bit. He is now 1.3 seconds down, but penalty free, as is Biggins. Now 1.7 seconds down. Zabanero 7.5 seconds down. Flat Out E-Racing R80 is another 1.7 seconds down in 12th. Britzberger 13th after his whatever he did in turn 1. He's sitting in 13th, but he is 10.2 seconds down for Flat Out E-Racing, and Noodlester has got it wrong again. He's already 2.4 minutes down. Maybe just not racing this circuit at all. And here's your race leader, WRL Bob, E Monaco. Stretching his lead to 3.4 seconds. Again, race 2 is decided, grid positions are decided on team qualifying from the qualifying we just watched, so the Unser and Ollie in the house will be on the front row of the grid. Not that that's affected WRL Bob at all. He's quite happy to just smash his way through, and thanks very much, I'll take the lead. 3.8 seconds he's now got over these two. The Unser now 2.6 down from teammate Ollie in the house. And behind we have got the two teammates Drogsy and Gotham working together. 1.4 seconds down from less, 1.3 seconds down in Gotham Child from Ollie in the house. Drogsy lets his teammate through then. He needs to stick with him though. Ultimate Pot, Damon Skill and Kalinin still having a punch up for 6th, 7th and 8th. Damon Skill seems to have held his 6th position for an awful long time. Ultimate Pot was just coming under threat there from HKRT Kalinin. Now he slingshots up the inside. Can he hold it? Can he hold it into this next chicane? Kalinin also using that slipstream up the inside of Potter. Potter holds it for now. Drivers, Potter holding the penalty and Damon Skill holding the penalty, still bumper to bumper as they come out of there. Potter now got 3.8 seconds to try and close down on Drogsy in front. And he will be getting a tow from his teammate as well. Kalinin now tries to squeeze one down the inside. Oh, Damon Skill also tries the same thing. They both get through, but still bumper to bumper on the exit. Good little battle here. So just under 5 minutes remaining of race 1. These three trading paint left, right and centre. Potter McPot now at the back trying to get through using the tow. Tucked in behind Kalinin. Damon Skill though just carries the speed round the outside. Back up the inside of Kalinin. Let's go and see what's happening up front. How much of a mick take is WRL Bob? What is he? 4.3 seconds over the Unser and Ollie in the house. Got to give it to him. He must know this circuit pretty well. Because I know Ollie in the house has been one of the quicker drivers in this clash of the teams. Gotham Child and Drogsy still bumper to bumper then using each other. They've lost a bit of time. 2.6 There's a 2-second gap between themselves and Ollie in the House now. So Damon Skill still holding that 6th. Cullinan still 7th. Potter in 8th. I say still, these three have swapped positions all the race pretty much. Oh, Damon Skill, he's not in that fight anymore. He's got it wrong through that final chicane. All the way down to 9th position. Front end damage as well for him. Gets back up to race pace, got a second penalty as well. Unfortunate for Damon Skill. Zabanero then in 10th. He'll have seen that and want a bit of the action. G-Marge in 11th. Zabanero getting past then. Yeah, Damon Skill. Zabanero getting through. Damon Skill parked up at the side of the track by the looks of things. Maybe seeing this one out. So Noodlester also parked up at the side of the track, seeing this one out. So where's G-Marge in 10th then? Still got a little bit of a penalty to lose. He's got Flat Out E-Racing R80 and Britzberger closing up on him as well. And yeah, Damon Skill and Noodlester then not finishing this race. And here is race leader WRL Bob, 6-second lead over the Unser. There's the gap into that second chicane then. He's already out before these boys are in. In the House trying to catch up with his teammate. 5 seconds down. He's pulled more time from Gotham Child and Drogsy. So that gap up to 2.4 seconds. Can he close up on the Unser? 5 seconds down, penalty free as well. Cullinan and Potter then still battling it out for 6th and 7th after Damon Skills put it in the wall right at the end of the lap. Can Potter McPot use that toe then, get in front of Cullinan, keep him behind into the twisty turny section right at the end. Swings himself out. Let's get ourselves. That's the wrong camera angle. That's the wrong camera angle. Carries the speed then, Potter. Cullinan will slip himself back into the slipstream. Closes back up. Unable to sling one up the inside. That's what we saw Damon Skills do earlier. I've got a little bit of a straight coming up here. Cullinan just needs to hang on to the back of Potter. Already a 0.6 second gap, so Potter starting to stretch out from Cullinan now, up into 6th position. You know, it's really confusing having no sound. WRL Bob then 6.5 second lead. Timer ticks over to the 0 marker now. So it ticks over to the final lap. WRL Bob comes through, confident lead here at the Sarthe. Into these last couple of chicanes. Little bit of a straight to go, comes across the pit wall to thank them. There it is, race winner, 7.2 seconds in the end. The Unser coming through that final turn, takes second. His teammate had closed up. Oh, I'm going to go to TRM Ollie in the House. He was only a second back by the end of it. Was Ollie in the House. Gotham Child then comes home to take 4th. Drogsy takes 5th. Potter McPot takes 6th. Cullinan takes 7th. CRT Miggins will come home for 8th. Zabanero through that final chicane then, he's going to come home for 9th. RGTSH Hungary, how are you doing? G-Marge is going to come home for 10th. Britzberger 11th. Those two were pretty close by the end of it. And unfortunately, oh no, Flat Out E-Racing's finished, yeah. He comes home for 12th then. But Damon Skill and Noodlester sit in the end of this first race out, unfortunately. So we will have a little bit of a break. Oh, we've got a little bit of a 3 minutes run time. Oh my god, that's because you boys haven't crossed the line. Noodle stud, Damon skill. No. We've got to wait 3 minutes. Big up darts, Morcar. Cheers, IGTSH. How's it going over in your lobby, my friend? All right? If you're even still in here, don't know. There they come then, top three. WRL Bob, the Unser and Ollie in the house. Followed closely by Gotham Child and Drogsy. Oh, I'm so upset I haven't got sound. Why haven't I got sound, damn it? I don't know. I've not done anything different. Damn you, Streamlabs. That's glory shots of race winner though. For a minute while I'm jiggling with cables and stuff. It still doesn't work. I don't know why I'm carrying on doing it. So 7.5 second lead, almost WRL Bob by the end of that one. Well, who's your teammate? WRL Bob. Not Drogsy. It's not Kalinin. It's not Potter. CRT Miggins. Is it Damon Skill? Yes, it is, isn't it? So where are you boys going to end up on the grid? Mid-placed, really. I don't know where... why did you qualify, Damon Skill? About 5th, I think. No, you might be 3rd on the grid or 2nd on the grid. It's definitely going to be the TRM boys up front. It could be WRL Bob was in 3rd. Who was 4th? Don't know, but I think it is going to be TRM on the front row of the grid. I think it's going to be WRL on the 2nd row of the grid, and then probably who are you boys driving for? Come on, you should know this by now. IGTSH. Oh yeah, is it IGTSH you boys are driving for, Drogsy? There it is, victory, fastest lap and clean race for WRL Bob. So a little bit of a break until we hit race 2. So I'll just drop this into the equation. Right, we're back. Let's have a look at, is that the right screen? That's the right screen, that's what we want to look at. So race 2 then. Team qualifying based on race 1 qualifying results. A 30-minute race. Fuel depletion at ×1 and tyre wear at ×5. Medium and hard tyres only. And again, team grid positions from qualifying from earlier on. Like I say, I think it's going to be TRM boys on front row of the grid. Alright, let's see if this works. Yeah, so don't forget to go and check out the other boys who are streaming. Where's that gone? Let me find that for you boys. So we've got IGTSH, or Independent GTS Hungary, streaming on YouTube for Group A. We've got me for Group B, and D.90 over there on Facebook, streaming live for Group C. Is this going to work? No. No, it's not. Damn it. Why, people? I don't know why I've got no sound. I'm glad you lot have got sound, but I have got no sound. So I've got to wait for grid positions to be set manually then by the lobby host. Let's get ourselves on track so we don't miss the start of the race. Did that yesterday by chatting to you lot in the chat. So I'm going to try and avoid that this time. See if Britsberg can get around the first couple of corners. Not too sure what happened to him, whether he got punterinoed or whether it was a mistake for him himself. But he ended up coming out the first couple of corners about 10 seconds down with a great big penalty as well. Yeah, he's already got a penalty. You ACC splitters. Can't believe it. You should just be faithful and hang about for GT7. Yeah, some good looking liveries again today. Oh, you're a Croatian team, aren't you, Gotham Child and Drogsy? Hrutskova. That's what I'm saying. Hrutskova. Not you, the answer. You, Gotham Child. Hrutskova. GTHR for us common English folk. Sabanero driving for the Hilaric Knights, the Greek team. I have already heard in the grapevine that there is going to be a season 2 of this. Probably bigger, more sim racing groups. I think there's another big team versus team coming up as well. Very similar format. So probably sim racing groups from all over the globe if we can get them. So enough of you, Zabanero. Let's go and have a look at Cullen and see how he's getting on. That's where Damon Skills fired one up the inside of him. Looking good, the 4 GTs. Money in the house then. Had a little bit of lava juice this week. Not managed to run away with anything. It's WRL Bob who's had plenty of lava juice this week. Here he is. 7.2 second lead by the end of race 1. And that was only a 15-minute race. Depending where he ends up on track, on the grid. So it might be second, it might be third. Row of the grid actually, because it's teams. So first two will be TRM P1 and P2. So yes, will you be on the second row of the grid or the third row of the grid, WRL? We'll have to wait and see. I forget where you lot qualified. March having to scrub off a load of speed through there. Drogsy just coming onto that long straight then. Message retracted. Big up dog, small cooking twice, bruv. Damon Skill then, the other WRL driver, didn't see out the end of race 1. Potomac Potts rolling backwards on track, looking for a couple of practice starts maybe. There you go. Trying to get traction down without any wheel spin, to get that car moving forward as quickly as possible. It looks all well and good with the tyres smoking, but it doesn't get you very far down the track. Pot rocking the Team Oliver Racing decals and the Infinity decals decal as well. Good lad. We Are Driven smashed all over his car. Digital car culture under the wing. That's what we like. That's not the view I wanted. Nor's that. Oh, press the right thing, damn it. What's he got on the front? Yeah, same again. Team Oliver Racing. I think you've got Archie's picture on the roof, I believe, Potter, but I can't see it very well from here. Big up, Archie. Big up. So that is what the We Are Driven video is all about. That's the We Are Driven Foundation that's been set up to just push charities. We're not actually a charity, we just push them. Here we go then. Race start being shouted out by Felix. Everyone's saying, yes please, let's crack on. Let me get some brown fizzy pop down my neck. Other brown fizzy pops are available. Here we go, race 2, same circuit, half an hour. Slightly different setup. A little bit more fuel depletion. Sorry, a little bit more tyre wear and oh no, it is fuel depletion. Stop messing with lobby settings, you lot. Right, we're waiting for them to lead. The TRM boys are on the front row of the grid. WRL boys ended up second on the grid. The HKRT boys are third, and they're off then. All vying for position. The TRM boys slot themselves into their position. WRL Bob slots himself straight into third. He'll be looking to do the same again. Up the inside of Ollie in the house. Oh, a little bit of contact with him and the Unser. The Unser still up front. But, oh, yes he has. He stayed out front. There's a big gaggle then, 5 cars heading down into these couple of turns before the long straight. The Unser holding the lead, Ollie in the house just holding second. WRL Bob hounding him for second. Damon Skill slots one up the inside though. While those two were jostling for position. Damon Skill saw the gap and went for it. The Unser, 0.6 of a second then from Damon Skill. All jostling for position down this long straight. Is that G Marge, or yeah, it was G Marge getting a little bit wide into the wall. Ollie in the house back into second then. Potter McPot slotting himself through for third, getting a little bit of a nudge from Drogsy. Drogsy though looking to go up the inside of Potter. Oh, could be tricky, nearly 3 wide into there. Drivers off in the background as well. Potter McPot just holding on to third. Holds it in front of WRL Bob. But for how long? WRL Bob is right behind him. A little bit of a gap then back to... Oh, sorry, that's not WRL Bob. It's Damon Skill, 420 in fourth. Drogsy fifth. He's managed to get himself past WRL Bob as well. Bob's in sixth. Gotham Child seventh. Killinan eighth. Britzberger in ninth. Miggins in 10th. We've got Zabanero 11th, G Marge in 12th, R80 in 13th, and Noodlester, fortunately, 11.5 seconds down already in 14th. No damage on his car though, good. So the Unser still out front, being pushed by teammate Ollie in the house. Potter McPot still holding third. He's got Damon Skill, is still in fourth. WRO Bob closing up, a little bit of contact between those two teammates. Bob's got himself back past Drogsy. But the TRM boys have now stretched a 1.2 second lead. Both running the hard tyre for stint 1. Pot is on the medium tyre, so might be able to use that to close the gap up. Let's see, WRL Bob is on the... Oh, Potter getting a little bit squiffy out of that turn. Managed to keep it in third though. WRL Bob not able to slot one up the inside. Potter unfortunately losing another couple of tenths to the two drivers in front. Evening Chris, how you doing mate? Johnny Carrington, nice. Nathan and John getting the shouts then from Mr. Cutler. Potter McPot under pressure from WRL Bob, gets himself back into that third position, does Bob. And now he'll be looking to hunt down those two drivers in front, as he did in race 1. Potter McPot is not letting that lie though, all over the rear end of Bob. I've still got Damon Skill and Drogsy to worry about as well, has Potter. Down towards these last couple of chicanes then. Bob looking for all the track lines, even running into the pits a little bit through there. Picks himself up a penalty though. Oh, Potter's run himself wide on the exit of that turn. Bob slows down to drop that penalty and loses positions doing so. So down into 7th, he might lose 8th as well to Britzberger coming through with speed. Yes, he does. Can he hold it from Miggins? I think he's going into turn 1. Yes, he does. Slows down. Holds that 8th position then. Let's see where the boys are up front. Ollie in the house then leading by 0.6 of a second from teammate the Unser. They've got 1.8 seconds now over third place Potter McPot. He's managed to pull himself half a second from Damon Skills. A little bit of breathing room for him for a minute. Not for long. Damon Skill will be able to close that gap up down this straight. Drogsy as well, just in the slipstream range of Damon. He's kicking off behind. Britzberger in 6th, Gotham Child 7th, WRL Bob trying to come back through this pack in 8th. Britzberger's just got the inside line. No, sorry, wrong chicane. Gotham's got the inside line, but WRL Bob is looking for it. We know he's quick into these chicanes. Ooh, tiny bit of contact between himself and Gotham Child. Still trying to go 3 wide through there. Maniacs. Gotham Child holds 6th. WRL Bob 7th. Britzberger 8th. Again, vying for position up these long straights. WRL Bob slots himself out. Now has the inside line into the next chicane. Miggins looking for the slingshot down the 3 of them. 4 wide, you maniacs. Miggins! Where did you go? There you went. I thought that's where you went. Carried far too much speed into there, Mr. Biggins. had to work his way through the maze to get himself back out. Comes back out in 12th. It was a brave move, CRT Miggins. But that was the result. He's still got Flat Out E-Racing R80 and Noodlester behind him. So Ollie in the house still leads then. The Unser still second. 2-second lead over Potter. Damon Skills still tucked under Potter's rear wing. Managed to pull a bit of a gap from Drogsy now as well. Still these three in the background, still vying for position. Britzberger, Gotham Child, WRL Bob. Britzberger back up into 6th position. WRL Bob 7th, Gotham Child 8th. Kalinin slowly closing up on these two, dragging Zabanero with him. Miggins, oh sorry, that's G Marge in 11th, just trying to lose a penalty and hang on to those. Drops it coming out of there. Now 1.7 seconds back. Miggins then working his way out of that maze, sitting in 12th. 4.7 seconds back. Flat Out E-Racing R80 is 30 seconds back, and Noodlester is 1 minute 29 back. TRM boys then, working well together, pulling more time over now second place Damon Skills, who's used the slipstream. Oh, got some glitchiness going on there. Damon Skill getting himself back past Potter. Can Potter hang on to him? He's got a little bit of a penalty to lose himself. 0.6 of a second back at the minute, Potter. Again, pulling more time from Drogsy in 5th. He's definitely coming under pressure from WRL Bob. Then 6th, closing up as well, looking for that 5th position. Britzberger and Kalinin fight as well as stretched out. Bob all over the back end of Drogsy as they head down into these tight little turns. Potter McPotts and Damon Skills only just ahead of him. Drogsy running a little bit wide, he might pick up a penalty for that one. Looking for a way past now then, Bob. Oh, a slipstream, okay, using the bump draft down the straights, trying to use Drogsy to close up on the drivers in front. We'll see whether it works out for them. 2.7 seconds down at the minute for Drogsy behind Potter. And it is working. Do they both get stopped in time? Down to 2 seconds. Here's Bob then doing the same again. Maybe not this time. Running up the outside. Side by side then heading into the second chicane. Drogsy, oh, I thought Drogsy would hold on to it, but WRL Bob just slots one up the inside. Oh, tiny bit of contact. He runs a tiny bit wide there. Back into 5th position. Picks himself up half a second penalty for that off-track action though. Drogsy is tucked right under him as well, pushing him back down this circuit. So Britzberger's 7th. He's now got over a second between himself and Kalinin. Zabanero has also been dropped off that fight as well, now 4.8 seconds down. G Marge pretty close to him as well, just a second back. Closing up as well around that turn. Can he get that done? Miggins has made a position up. He's got himself past Gotham Child. 7 seconds down from teammate G Marge. Gotham Child here then. Oh, he's been in the pits, chucked those hard tyres off, got himself a set of mediums. R80 dropping his penalty. Still on the hard tyres for him. And we see Noodlester parked up again. Yep. Yes, we are. Okay, he's not liking this circuit or this car then. So the TRM boys still neck and neck between them. Still a little bit of a penalty to drop for the Unser. 3-second lead over Damon Skills. Pot now 1.2 seconds down as well. Drop that penalty though. He needs to try and close that gap back up on Damon. WRL Bob though looking hot at the minute. He's 5th position. He has chopped his way back through the pack though after losing his penalty and dropping down to what would be 9th. So Drogsy 6th. Blitzberger 7th. Again, horrible circuit for penalties this one. Kalinin in 8th. Drogsy in the pits now. Zabanero in 9th. He's got G-Marge still all over his rear end. Into these last couple of chicanes. Let's get ourselves on board with G-Marge then. Is he going to try it into turn 1? Zabanero's not giving him any room at all. And why should he? He's gone a little bit deep there though, Zabanero. Can that work in G-Marge's favour? He carries a bit of extra speed out of that first chicane. HKRT Zabanero holds that position, keeps 8th. G-Marge has got to try and stick in that slipstream. And get it done down the straight. What is he? Just 0.6 of a second back, so he will still be getting a toe down here. Himself right in the centre of Zabanero's slipstream. Closing up now then as they head towards the first of these chicanes. Sitting at 190 actually, G-Marge. When they without a slipstream, I think it was about 185. We've got a driver off there. Britzberger, I think it is. Got himself all wrong into the first chicane. Kicking up the dirt, trying to get back on track as well. So 9th position for Britzberger. G-Marge still trying to close up on Zabanero. Losing a bit of time through that chicane actually, 0.2 of a second. So back up front, Ollie in the house. All on his own now, 3.7 seconds up the road from teammate the Unser, who's now under all sorts of pressure from Damon Skill. There it is. On board with Damon Skill then. Looking at the rear end of that great big fat GT40. So the Unser must have chucked himself off track as well at one of the chicanes. Damon Skills. Very good opportunity here for 2nd position. There you go. Using the toe then, slings himself past. When he hold on to it, there's another straight coming up in a minute for TRN the Unser to have a go back. Potomac Pot has closed his gap up as well. He's tucked not too far back from the Unser. Onto this last sort of chance then for the Unser to get that moved back before they get into the tight Porsche curves. So here he comes, closing up halfway down this bit of a straight. Damon Skills going to hold it down the inside line. The Unser slows down, but not well enough to allow him to slot himself back into 2nd. So Damon Skills holds on to it. TRM the Unser in 3rd. Potomac Pot in 4th. How far back is he? 1.1 seconds from the Unser. Fair bit of wear on those medium tyres as well. Oh, it really doesn't like this camera for some reason. It's always a bit glitchy through there. So Bob in 5th then. He has closed that gap up 1.6 seconds. He chucks himself in the pits though, as does Ollie in the house, Damon Skill. Who else comes in? The Unser. Potomac Pot stays out on the medium tyres. Oh! Nearly. So, Potter up front now, 9.6, 9.4 seconds from G-Marge, who also stops out. 14 minutes remaining of this race. Zabanero also stopping out. We've got drivers leaving the pits now. Let's see where everyone slots back into position. Zabanero carrying the speed around the outside of Ollie in the house though for third, but he will have to pit. And Ollie in the house also on a fresh set of mediums. So Potomac Pot, oh, chops that turn off a little bit tight, picks himself up a second penalty. He's got 8.6 seconds from G Marge in second. Zabanero in third. I thought Ollie in the house had managed to get past you, but he's not. So Zabanero third, but he has got a pit. Ollie in the house fourth. I don't think it's going to take long for Ollie in the house to get past. HKRT livery looking good. Towards the chicane then. Zabanero backs off a little bit earlier than Ollie in the house. So Ollie in the house holds on to that third. Zabanero fourth. Damon Skills fifth. So he come out on that hard tie now. The Unser as well has come out on a fresh set of mediums. Sixth place for him. WRL Bob is right behind him on a fresh set of mediums as well, closing up as well. What can WRL Bob do in this race? Can he take the win? Fair bit of time to close up on the race leaders. He's moved up a position into sixth. Race leaders have still got to stop as well. He's got Damon Skills, his teammate, right in front of him as WRL Bob. I don't think Damon's stopped yet. Oh, he has. He's put a fresh set of hards on. So WRL Bob then chucks himself over side by side with his teammate as they come into this. Oh no, I thought he'd gone a little bit deep, but he hadn't. So Bob up to fifth then. Damon Skills sixth, TRM Unser in seventh. Gotham Chargers coming around that turn for eighth. Jogsy ninth. Kalinen in 10th. Pittsburgher in 11th. Still got a little bit of a penalty. And Miggins in 12th. Looks like we've dropped both the flat-out e-racing drivers of Noodlester and R80. Here comes current race leader Potomac Pot. Only 6.7 second lead over G Marge though. So he did have 8.5 seconds. That gap come down rapidly. Ollie in the house then, fresh set of tyres on board, sitting in third. Now only 12.5 seconds back from race leader Potter. Anyone know how long the pit length is here at the Sarthe? It's stupid. So Zabanero fourth, yet to stop as well for Zabanero. WRL 80 Bob, in fifth. So has stopped. Fresh set of mediums on. He's just got himself past the Unser, who's under all sorts of pressure from Damon Skill and Gotham Child. Damon on that fresh set of tyres. I think the Unser's just got past Damon. Child then trying to hang on to those two. Potomac Pot in the pits and G Marge in the pits now. So Ollie in the house comes through to retake race lead. See where those two pop back out. Nobody needs fuel, they only need tyres. So Ollie in the house, 3 second lead over WRL Bob, sitting in second. We've got 10 minutes remaining of this race. Can Bob close the gap up on Ollie in the house? I know it's B-Rob, but it's Bob. Managed to force his way past both the TRM drivers in race one and stretch his lead out to 7.2 seconds. So I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't put it past him at all. The Unser up into third then, 3.4 seconds back. Damon in fourth, Gotham Child fifth, Drogsy sixth, Kalinen seventh, Potomac Pot back out the pits in eighth, G Marge comes out in ninth, Zabanero in 10th, we've got Britzberger 11th, and we've got CRT Miggins in 12th. almost a second penalty he's got to lose, but he has just put in a purple sector 0.8 quicker than anybody else. Gap stretched to 3.2 seconds between himself and B Rob. What have you got, Bob? What have you got? Still pulling time over the Unter, 3.4 seconds. Gotham Child, Damon Skill fighting it out for fourth position as they head down towards the chicane. Damon Skill holds onto it just. Gotham Child is not making it easy for him though. So on board with Gotham Child, looking at the rear end of Damon. Using the slipstream, Damon's already down the inside, looking for that defensive line. Gotham Child carrying good speed into this right-hander. Damon Skill, not quite able to keep it side by side, so has to drop that third place. Fourth place. Idiot. Give it to Gotham Child. So Damon Skill's fifth, but he has got the opportunity to close up again here. Can he make it work? Does, slots himself back through to fourth. What can Gotham Child do about it? Got another little straight coming up in a second after this complex. Slings one up the inside almost. A little bit of contact between Damon Child and Gotham, but no damage incurred. Nobody punted off track. And here is that straight. Damon Skill's getting a good run out of that turn. Gotham Child, 0.3 of a second back, still in that slipstream range then, but this is a pretty short straight. Closing up as they head towards these Porsche curves then. Thinks about slinging one up the inside. Damon Skills goes defensive. Holds onto it. Tiny little mistake through here and off you go. Every opportunity to pick up a penalty as well, especially when racing hard like this with Damon Skill and Gotham Child. Goes for a move into the chicanes, backs out again. Carried a lot of speed through there, did Damon Skill. Doesn't worry Gotham Child though, he sticks in that 0.4 of a second range. Right, 6 minutes remaining. TRM Ollie in the house. Ooh, Bob, 1.8 seconds the gap. It was 3 seconds. Bob is absolutely on fire here. What are you playing at? Fastest lap of the race, 3:47, 2:46. I'll say that again. He has actually got 3:44 on there, but I think he's maybe taking a shortcut somewhere. 3:47, 2:46 on the board for WRLB Rob. Here's a glory shot for him as well, look. So Ollie on the house must be having a little bit of a sweat on at the minute. 5 minutes remaining. Seeing that gap coming down from 3 seconds now to 1.7. Both drivers on medium tyres. WRL Bob's in a little bit better condition than Ollie in the house. Ollie in the house's tyres. TRM Bielsa 5.5 seconds down. Damon Skill another 3.2 seconds down in fourth. Gotham Child fifth, now 1.1 seconds down. Drogsy sixth. He's only a second back from Gotham. Killinan seventh, 5.4 seconds down. Pot in eighth, 12.1 seconds down. Got G-Marge in ninth, 2.9, so it looks like Potter's had a little bit of a mistake somewhere. There was about 8 seconds gap between these two. G-Marge just chopped big chunks off of that then, down to just under 3 seconds. Zabanero 10th, 6.7 seconds down. Got Britzberger in 11th, another 2.6 seconds down. Another penalty on board for Britzberger. And here comes CRT Miggins. 8.3 seconds down, again holding a little bit of a penalty as well. So here's the race then, Ollie in the house and WRL B-Rob. Gap still at that 1.7 seconds. You swines can hear this, but I can't. WRL Bob now putting in the purple sectors. Ooh, a little bit fishtaily out of there. He's going to lose a bit of time to Ollie in the house due to that. Gap up to 1.8 seconds then between first and second. Still under no threat from the Unser behind, 5.7 seconds down. So made it a little bit more difficult for himself than WRL Bob. Too easy in race one for you, was it? He's bringing that time. Oh, he said 1.6. It's not, it's still 1.7. Just under 3 minutes remaining, so one more lap to go. What has WRL Bob got? Can he bring it to TRM Ollie in the house in this final lap? Oh, the gap did come down to 1.5 there, but it's a little bit squirrely out of that final chicane as well. Again, it stretches up to 1.7. Ollie in the house must be having a bit of a flap. Maybe wishes he'd had a little bit more lava juice this morning. I'm rooting for you, Bob. No offence, Ollie. Gap down to 1.5. One lap remaining. The Unser now 6.5 seconds down in third. Damon Skills another 4.7 down fourth. Gotham Child's in fifth. Still positions could be had here. Still pretty close on track. Kalinan's 7th, G Margin 8th. Potter McPot now 9th. G Margin getting past then, struggling on the hard tyre then, Potter I think. And Zabanero right behind him as well now, looking for that 9th position. Zabanero might just take a position here. It's in a good place as they head down towards this long back straight anyway. Zabanero, 10th position. Lost another driver as well, CRT Miggins in 11th. Who was the 12th we've just lost? Who was that? No, Noodles had already left. Flat Out E-Racing had left. Is it Damon Skill? No, Damon Skill's still in the room. It's Drogsy. Where's Drogsy gone? Ollie in the house, Ollie in the house, sliding that Ford GT out of the chicane. The gap now down to 1.3 seconds. That is the gap then, nothing in it between these two. The Unser still losing time, now 7 seconds down. Damon in 5th, sorry 4th, still pulling Gotham Childs along. Oh no, there's Drogsy. Who have we lost? Kalinan, G Marge, Potter Parts, Habanero. Who else have we lost? I can't remember. Britzberger, that's who's disappeared. Pot still managed to hold that place from Zabanero at the minute. For how long, I don't know. But we are on to the final lap then. The gap down to 1.1 seconds between Ollie in the house and WRL Bob. Oh, it stretches again through there. 1.2 seconds. Ollie in the house. Starting to get close to that victory. Only a few turns to go. And the tight chicanes. I don't think WRL Bob's going to be able to do this. It's only the tight sections of the circuit now, so unless he absolutely goes for a slingshot up the inside, which could possibly take them both out, I don't think it's going to work. It's still at 1.2 seconds the gap. Really doesn't like that camera angle. Ollie in the house then, coming through. Last couple of chicanes to go. Doesn't spin it off into the gravel, does he? No, he keeps it in a straight line, so he comes across the line to take first then, only by 0.6 of a second in the end. WRL Bob right on him. Second place for him, good results for WRL Bob. The Hunter takes third, Damon Skills is going to come across the line for fourth. Gotham Child's fifth, again pretty close between those two. Drogsy hanging onto the back of them as well for sixth. Kalinin is going to come home for seventh. G Marge going to take 8th. Zabanero has got past Potter. He's going to come home for 9th. Just wait for G Marge to get through the chicanes. Don't get ahead of yourself. G Marge could have quite easily spun it into the gravel there. So 8th for G Marge. Zabanero comes home for 9th. Potter McPot. Oh. Potter McPot gets it all wrong out of that final turn. Not sure if that's what he did earlier. He comes over 10th across the line backwards. And Miggins is going to take 11th. So yeah, we lost a few drivers in that one. Britzberger at the end of it. We did lose both the flat-out e-racing drivers as well, unfortunately. Ollie in the house then by the skin of his teeth after half an hour, really. I've got to say, good drive from WRL Bob. He ended up quite far back, pushed his way back through and ended up second. So yeah, good drive from WRL Bob. Fair play, mate. So that was round 4 of Clash of the Teams. That's the end of the whatchamacallit, heats. That's the ones, heats. Now we're into the semis, the finals. So let's have a quick look here. Where are we next week? We are at Kyoto Driving Park. I've got both Yamajiwa and Miyabi. I wonder which way round. Looks like the normal way round. What car are we in as well? Oh my god, I can't see that. What car's that, people? Is that AMG Mercedes? No. What is it? Why is that line over the top of it? It's that yellow thing there. That's what it is. It's that yellow one. You can read it. You're better than me. So that's where we are next week for the semi-finals, and then we drop into the finals on the 11th. So make sure you stick around, keep your ears to the ground for those. Same time, same place. I myself am back tomorrow night at 8:30 for the MRC Team Oliver Racing GR3 League. 2 lobbies being hosted of that. Again, 8:30. Back on Thursday for the P1 boys and their, what have they got on? The Mazda Challenge, the Archie's Journey Mazda Challenge. That's at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock on Friday as well. We've got MRC's Gran Turismo Touring Car Championship, or GTTCC. Nothing on Saturday. Back on Sunday night for 2 races. We've got the Tanso boys at 8 o'clock with the Ford Focus Cup with the Creative Motorsport sponsor. And then we drop straight in at 9 o'clock with the P1 boys again and their Archie's Journey Multi-Class League. I don't know which cars or track we're driving. I know the boys are talking about a rally, the Maniacs. But I don't think that's going to happen. But that's Sunday night, 8 and 9 o'clock. And then Monday night, we're back for the Tanso boys again and the Chewit Racing Mini Cooper Cup at 8:30. And yes, same time, same place next week for the semi-finals of this one. I hope you all come and check it out. I hope you've also liked what you've watched. If you have, give it a like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.
Yeah.